So till now we have listed down the contract methods for the parking lot and the parking floor, where we have the add slot, remove slot, and update display. And we'll revisit these entities and their contract methods as per the change in the requirement. Okay. Now let's jump to the contract method for the parking slot. So what all contract method the parking slots will have? What all contract method the parking slot can have?
Getter and setter of this ID or number.
Getter and setters of this ID. So what we'll do with that? Probably the parking slot number. What will the use case here? To access that particular probably that slot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we can have the getters and setters if required. Getters and setters for the slot. Okay, and then probably you can have a method called is free, right? Is free or is reserved, whatever your use case is, right? And then you can have probably calculate. Okay, so getters and setters for the slot is free or is reserved, whatever that specifies whether that parking slot is reserved or not, right? Now let's talk about the calculate fees, right? Which entity should have this calculate fees?
Parking ticket.
Correct. Parking ticket should have the calculate fees. So we'll, okay. So any contract method that you can think as of now in the parking slot. We'll revisit the contract method here because we need to update couple of contract methods here again. Okay.
Get so location.
Get location. Okay. Yeah. So probably the get and setters for this and probably location as well. Right. So probably setters are nothing but the updating the slot, updating the location, and the getters for getting the slot and getting the location. And
yeah, we can also add vehicle here, na?
Correct. Park vehicle.
Park vehicle.
Okay, something like this park vehicle, which will receive the vehicle. So we'll talk about this park vehicle once again when we'll revisit this. Okay. But for now, let's keep the park vehicle, which will take a vehicle type of object, right? Which vehicle is going to be parked there? Okay, and probably if we are planning this is reserved or is free, then probably we can check whether this vehicle attribute is null or not. Based upon that, we can check, or we can keep some kind of a flag to denote that. Okay. Now let's come to the parking ticket, right? So what are contact method the parking ticket have? Update exit time, right? Calculate charges. Calculate charges. What all attribute this calculate charge is going to receive?
Arrival time, exit time.
So probably the arrival time, exit time, these all things are available with this attribute. So probably the arrival time, or these are available with the parking ticket itself, right? So probably that it can use its own attribute. The getters from the getters and setters, probably it can calculate those values. For the charges, which exact entity it should talk to? It can't calculate the charge of its own, right? Probably it needs to have the information from the slot, because it needs to talk with this slot, and based upon the payment strategy for that slot, probably it need to calculate the charges, right? The parking ticket in itself can't calculate the charges.
So on the basis of slot number.
Correct. So based on the slot number, it will talk to the slot. The slot should have some kind of a contract method to support this, right? So which is going to have a contract method here, which will be calculate fees, probably the timestamp. or the probably we can keep the whatever the time difference will be calculated based upon that we can take. So probably we can take the time as the hours probably, or if we are just calculating on the hours, or probably we can take 2 timestamp start and timestamp and exit, right? So this is going to calculate the fees, which will in turn be called from the parking ticket, right? Whenever you will go to the exit gate, probably it needs to calculate this particular thing. Any other thing?
Or I think it would be better if we calculate the charges in this parking ticket only instead of parking slot. So
Parking
on the basis
ticket.
of the slot number, yeah, we can extract the parking slot information, and in the parking slot information, we can extract the this parking strategy.
So which is
And on the
nothing but
basis
the
of
so this is something like in this calculate charges, you have the all the attributes. Probably you are going to get the slot payment strategy, and it is in turn going to call the payment strategy dot calculate. Ultimately, the calculation is not happening in the parking slot; it is happening in the payment strategy. So probably the payment strategy can have some kind of a method for calculating the charge, right?
okay.
Either it can be calculated here, or when we have extracted out the responsibility for the payment the charge calculation to the payment strategy, that probably can expose some kind of a method for calculating the charge, right? So probably it can call this payment strategy for the calculation thing.
Okay.
Any other method this parking ticket should have? Arrival time, exit time.
This should be get slot parking strategy. There is nothing like payment strategy.
Correct. So which is in turn going to get the payment strategy for the slot, right? So which will in turn be calling the from the slot. That contract method is in slot, right? Now, if you come to this parking strategy, we have the gate. Now there is one entity that, so if you talk about this vehicle entity, right? What exactly is the responsibility of this vehicle entity? This is having the number plate, this is having the type, and this is having the name. That name we have talked, we can get rid of this. If we are implementing only the, probably if you are implementing analytics feature, right? That you want to know, hey, how many times or which kind of a car actually visits my parking lot usually. So if you have those kind of requirement, probably you need to have some kind of attribute of the type and name. And if you want to have some kind of a regulation related to the number plate, that if you want to know, hey, which this number plate car is whether parked in my parking lot or not, then you need the number plate. Else you don't require these two attributes, right? So this requirement needs to be clearly discussed upfront. If you don't have as such requirement, probably you can get rid of this entire entity vehicle altogether, right? Because vehicle is not at all doing anything, and it is not related to your parking lot, right? Parking lot का काम क्या करना है? Yeah.
It is used now. Suppose if there is any parking slot which is only like compatible for bike. So I think there we will need this vehicle.
So at that time, probably you have these implementation like the compact slot, large slot, bike slot, right? And then we had this method vehicle here. So if you are getting rid of this vehicle entity altogether, probably we can just keep a type kind of a thing. We don't need this entity with all those attributes. We can just keep the type of the vehicle. So based upon the requirement, if we have the requirement related to the vehicle or the analytics, we should keep, else we can get rid of this entity, because I am not very much in support of the vehicle entity in a parking lot, unless or until you have some requirement over the vehicle. Many a times, if you see the online examples, people take color as a probably one of the attribute for the vehicle. I'm not exactly sure what is the use of the color, right? What will be advantage in a system based for the color, right? You are not going to run some analysis, hey, often red color cars visit my parking lot, right? Doesn't make sense. So this requirement should be clearly discussed, And if there is some use cases, मतलब किसी में होता है क्या, it will specifically listed कि you need some analysis over the color, because I have seen a L&D question where it was specifically mentioned कि the analysis should happen on the color as well, that how many red color cars are there in the garage parking lot. So in that case, you need to take that entity, have those attributes. But if it is just a one-liner statement and you are gathering the requirement, you should give proper requirement rather than talking about the color and other use cases, right? So probably if you don't have those requirements, we can get rid of this vehicle entity altogether. And wherever we are using, probably we can talk in terms of the vehicle type only, type entity, compact, bike, bus, and those kind of a thing. So probably we can get rid of this vehicle part altogether. And wherever we are using probably this vehicle, so here we can use the type enum. क्योंकि कोई और उसका यूज हो नहीं रहा है, इट्स जस्ट गेटिंग यूज कि कौन से टाइप का व्हीकल वहां पे स्टोर्ड है. And then so one important method that we have missed is the getting the ticket, right? Whenever you will enter the garage, you need to assign with some slot and you need to get some parking ticket. So that will come from, you are going to intend talk with the entry gate. Hey, give me a ticket, give me a parking ticket. And which intern is going to talk to the parking lot to give you that whether that parking lot is full or not, right? So this parking lot should have some method is full, right? Some method is full, which will say whether the garage, whether the parking lot is full or not. It should have some method of assigning the slot, right? Because this parking lot has the information of the parking floor, have all the information about the entry and the exit gate. Then in turn, this is the responsibility of the parking lot to actually assign some slot, right? So probably you can have assign slot, and which is going to receive what input? The gate number, right? From which gate you are entering, based upon that. Based upon that
floor
gate
number also.
Which floor? Okay. So floor number required
or
nahi hai.
It will in turn for.
Floor number required इसलिए नहीं होगा because you can have the gate at the ground level only, and with each gate at the ground level automatically सारे floors पे same side से slope होगा, right? ऊपर जाने के लिए. You are not going to have the gate at each and every level.
Okay. But we have to check if that floor is full or not. So either we should have this in parking floor also, if the floor is full or not.
Correct. So that method will be there as well. And this parking lot has all the information of the parking floor, and inter parking floor have the information of the parking slot. So this parking lot can do the assignment, right? So probably assigned slot, it will receive some gate number, right? And अब यहाँ पे एक चीज है कि if you are going to talk about the assignment, right? Assignment in itself is a complex thing, right? Probably there will be multiple factors for calculating the assignment, right? Some of the initial requirement is to calculate the absolute distance of the x and y and just return that slot, right? The nearest slot. Sometimes some folks change the requirement and say, hey, I have created the lift at so and so places, and I want to assign the slots first, which are near to the lift, right? The requirement itself changed, right? So in this case, probably what we can do, we can abstract out the entire assignment logic to some kind of other class, which will have the responsibility of assigning the slot. So probably we can have slot assigner strategy. So this intern is doing what? He probably you are going to receive the gate number from which the vehicle is entering, and the slot assigner strategy based upon its implementation, can actually return you some kind of a slot, which is going to be received by the entry gate, and it can assign in the ticket. So probably it can give you some slot number. It can give you some slot number as the return. And this parking floor, parking floor should also have some method probably for the is full, right? Is full, whether this parking floor is full or not. And this parking slot has this method called is free or is reserved. So this can return a Boolean. And then any other,
so basically this slot assigner strategy will have one or more than one child classes, correct? And correct. Those classes will implement this assign slot functionality.
Correct.
And will return any slot.
Yeah. Okay. So it will be a strategy just like the payment strategy, right? We had here we have defined the monthly parking strategy, right? And there can be some other type of the strategy. So I have actually kept it as a parking strategy, rather it's more of a payment strategy kind of a thing. Like whether it's a peak time parking strategy or probably a monthly or something like that. So same way we are going to have a slot assigner strategy, which is going to be of multiple types. Okay? So probably we have the
random slot assigner or like nearest
random assigner, okay? And then you can have probably nearest assigner. Then you can have the nearest assigner to lift, assigner. So something like this. Matlab, there can be multiple different types of a strategy, which is actually can extend from this slot assigner strategy, and that can be injected here. And based upon that, the slot can be calculated. Okay. And this is in turn going to be have a method on the entry gate, right? Entry gate should have that method. Where is the entry gate? Entry gate. So entry gate should have give parking slot, right? And that is going to assign call the parking lot. Hey, I want to assign parking lot. It will give us the number, and that can be assigned to the that parking ticket, right? So it is going to return you a parking ticket, give parking slot. And we need to implement some kind of a concurrency mechanism here. When one of the slot is getting assigned, it can't be assigned to someone else, right?
Yeah.
So let's suppose that the gate number 1, someone comes, and if that entire block is full, right? Probably someone can assign you the parking slot near to gate number 2 as well. मतलब अगर gate number 1 के side वाला सारा full है, right? So the nearest to that is the gate number 2-1, let's suppose. So in that case, that slot can be assigned. So we need to have some kind of a concurrency check, which can say if till one of the slot is getting assigned, no one else can assign that slot.
Okay.
So some kind of a concurrency mechanism can be implemented there. Okay. Now let's talk about our requirement, right? We have the multi-floor parking. It is handled, right? We can have the multiple floors, and we can add the floors. We can make some floors actually under renovation or something like that, which can happen with the remove floor. Right? If the subfloor is under maintenance, probably we can use the remove floor. Now, one thing, whenever new floor is added, right? Almost this entire strategy of the parking slots in that floor is going to be same, right? हर एक floor पे normally the parking का जितना भी numbering है, right? कि 10 bike parking है, 10 car parking है, 10 bus parking है, whatever the thing is, almost it is gonna be same, right? So probably we can use some kind of factory pattern there, which will say parking floor factory, right? So which we या फिर the floor map factory. What it will do? It will create us the parking floor का map, and it will in turn create the slots. It will in turn create the floor, and that we can use in addition for that parking lot, because each time you can calculate, you will create a floor, then you will create multiple parking slot. Individually you will assign one by one, right? It is going to be a tedious task. So there we can take the advantage of the probably the some kind of a factory to create that entire thing. Okay, now so clear with the first requirement. First requirement can be handled, addition of the floor, removal of the floor. Okay, different types of the vehicle to be parked. So we have in the slots, we have taken care of that with a different types of slot, right? Compact slot, large slot, bike slot, right? And based upon that, vehicle type attribute can be handled, right?
Yes.
So this parking slot has this vehicle type from which it can be handled, right? And then the cost of parking according to the vehicle type plus duration. So this parking strategy, right? So this pricing strategy is going to, हमने incorrect use किया है. Here we have taken the pricing strategy and I guess नाम हमने बाद में change कर दिया था. हाँ, by mistake I guess this is, वही मैं बोल रहा था कि नाम should be different. This is pricing strategy and we have pricing strategy here. Okay, monthly pricing strategy. So we have this monthly pricing strategy that is extending this pricing strategy, and based upon this we'll be able to calculate the charges. Okay, and probably it can receive some information for the vehicle type as well. So based upon that, या फिर उसकी जरूरत है नहीं, probably base rate, hourly rate, right? So okay, I guess we don't require the vehicle type here. Why? Because this pricing strategy has this base rate and the hourly rate, and the slot have parking strategy, right? So if that slot is only for car, then it has the parking strategy of car, pricing strategy of car. If it is a bike slot, probably it has the pricing strategy of bike, right? In that case, the cost factor for the vehicle type dependency can also be handled. Plus, if you want to have some extra, like the monthly strategy kind of thing, that also can be very well handled. So both the requirement of the cost of parking according to the vehicle type plus duration, both is handled. Plus we have the flexibility of giving some extra features like a monthly strategy, if we have some new strategy that can be implemented. Clear? क्योंकि हो सकता था, right? Probably you run some kind of a promotional offer, right? And in promotional offer you want कि hey, I'll give 10% discount. So 10% discounts when you allowed, probably there should be some kind of अगर तुम्हारे पास strategy है, right? So probably you can create a discount strategy, and with that it will work. But if you don't have that flexibility, then you need to do the change in your Excel class, right? Which will violate the open close principle. So open close principle says that your class should be open for extension but closed for modification, right? So any of these things should not change direct code in your existing class. Rather, there should be some kind of extension mechanism. And with the pricing strategy, you can create a new kind of a strategy and that can be injected there without even actual changing of code. Okay. Now let's talk about the next requirement, auto assignment of the parking slot. For that, we have the slot assignment strategy, which is more of a strategy design pattern, okay, which in turn can have multiple different types of a strategy. And based upon the requirement, right? Someone says, hey, currently I'm having the random assigner. So it will invoke with a random assigner strategy. After that, if we change to hey, nearest assigner, we can have that. If you create, let's suppose, nearest to lift assigner strategy, we can inject that. So based upon our requirement, we can have the different strategy for assigning the slot, right? And for each of the change, we are not going to do the actual change in the parking lot, right? The parking lot will going to be remain same. अगर मुझे एक नया स्ट्रेटेजी चाहिए, अभी तुम्हारे पास तुमको पता ही नहीं था कि ये लिफ्ट वाला कोई रिक्वायरमेंट आ सकता है, राइट? And when you receive this requirement, what you will do, you will create a new strategy. You are just going to inject that strategy there and it will flawlessly work, right? You don't need to change anything. But अगर ये नहीं implement होता, then you need to do the changes in your parking lot class, right? So it is deviating from two principles. पहला single responsibility break हो रहा है, right? Because assignment and उसकी responsibility भी parking lot के पास आ रही है. दूसरा, it is violating the open close principle as well. And with the strategy, we have achieved both the things, right? हमने responsibility भी segregate की है to different class, and we have achieved the open close principle as well. because now the new requirements can be easily handled without actual changing the code. Okay, so auto assignment of parking lot here. We have some current status, right? So current status probably, current status में actual requirement क्या है? ठीक है? यहाँ देखो. Do we have this requirement for the display? अब display का काम क्या था कि each parking float पे you gonna display कि how many slots are available and how many slots are full. Do we really have this requirement? Because the display board are generally kept on the parking lot which have no automatic assigner, right? अगर तुम जनरली पार्किंग लॉट में एंटर करते हो, अगर तुम पार्किंग स्लॉट जो है ऑटोमेटिक फाइंड करते हो, राइट? खुद जाकर के घूम घूम के फाइंड करते हो कि कहाँ पे खाली है. देयर दिस माइट हेल्प, राइट? कि whether you need to stop at that floor and search for the available slots or you need to go to the next floor directly, right? If we are directly assigning the slots, probably this is a contradicting feature, right? Display can have, ठीक है, but not a mandatory requirement to have, right? क्योंकि जब मैं ऑटोमेटिक असाइनमेंट कर रहा हूं तो वो उस फ्लोर पे देख करके क्या करेगा, राइट? एंड हाउ आवर पार्किंग लॉट विल बी गेट बेनिफिटेड फ्रॉम दैट? नन, राइट? वो सिर्फ एक डिस्प्ले का काम कर रहा है जो अल्टीमेटली हमें इलेक्ट्रिसिटी कॉस्ट करेगा या व्हाटएवर द कॉस्ट इज, राइट? इट इज नॉट गिविंग अस सम एडवांटेज. इफ इट इज अ मैनुअल जिसमें कि पीपल विल सर्च फॉर द स्लॉट, देन दैट इज रिक्वायर्ड, राइट? इट विल ईज आउट सम ऑफ द एफर्ट्स फ्रॉम द ड्राइवर, राइट? But if it is automatic assignment, probably we can get rid of this display altogether. But if we want to implement display, it's easier. Whenever there will be a new assignment to the parking slot, it will call the update display. Update display is going to have the which slot and what status it changed to. So let's suppose it will give some slot number and it will say some status कि now it is free or now it is booked. Based upon that, it can change. ठीक है? Pre-book. So pre-book we have already deferred. ठीक है? Multiple entry and exit gate. So multiple entry and exit gate we have already handled. Assign the nearest slot. This also we have handled with our strategy, right? And in just one thing, in the exit gate we have this method exit parking, which in turn is going to call multiple other calculate the charges, free up the space, and free up the space free up the parking slot and other thing, right? And all those operations need to be in sync. Cool. So I guess we have handled all the use cases here. Anything miss or anything you want to add or modify here?
I have one doubt here. Like, where are we checking that? Suppose if I want to park a bike, then we have to find a slot which is compatible for bike. Then we have to allocate that slot only. So where are we checking that thing?
So all these parking slots have the type, right? Which type of vehicle is supported?
Vehicle type.
Correct. So this vehicle type is going to be populated by this compact slot, large slot, and bike slot, right? So bike slot will say, in my slot, the preferred parking type is bike. Large slot will say, preferred type is bus, right? And based upon that, the assigner can take up the action कि which kind of मतलब जो भी slot आता है what type of the vehicle it is supporting. Got that? फिर से I'll explain.
Okay, so
we have this parking slot, right? And this parking slot has this type attribute कि what kind of vehicle it supports. Now this compact slot is also a parking slot, right? So this compact slot is going to have this vehicle type attribute. So it will say the compact slot have the vehicle type attribute as car. ठीक है? I allow only car attribute. मतलब I allow only car type of vehicle. So while checking which kind of parking slot to assign, it can check with that vehicle type.
Okay. But like here we have. Like there should be some information about this, how many compact slots are there, how many large slots are there, how many bike slots are there.
Okay, so if we want to have that requirement, probably the parking lot should have that information, right? It should have some kind of a status method with which will be in turn able to talk with the floor. The floors also can have that method, right? So probably we have the probably the overall status kind of a method, right? Which is in turn going to be called by the admin users only, and probably it needs to return some kind of a complex object. Let's suppose the overview status kind of a thing, right? And this can have attributes like the number of the slots, right?
Different.
So that we can handle with some status kind of a thing. But internet is not required for the normal users, right? Agar admin users hai, to uske liye we can give some kind of a flexibility around that.
But it will be used for the allocation or allocating the slot, specific slot.
The numbers, right?
The numbers.
So probably the strategy can take use of the slots agar slot ke paas number hai, right? Probably it needs to talk about it needs to go over the slots, right? It will go over slot by slot and figure out whether the slot is empty or not. It won't be much of a use for a, इसमें ये कर सकते थे, ठीक है, कि is full, right? So probably is full is going to receive some information about the vehicle type as well. क्योंकि हो सकता है कि my parking is full for my 4-wheeler parking is full, but my 2-wheeler parking is still available, right? So this is full method is going to receive the type parameter as well, which kind of vehicle is coming, and the same implementation for each and every floor type. So the slot assigner can probably check whether it is not full. If it is not full, it can go over slot by slot and can figure out which slot to assign. So rather than the exact status, it should have more of a information only on the full site, whether it is full or not. So this is one difference that we need every place. Here also it is going to receive some type information. And cool. Any other thing?
No, I think that's it.
Okay, cool. Then we'll stop here. Okay.